Yo, so this is one of my latest music videos, and it's my most personal and intimate one to date because it's about my intestinal disease that I've been struggling with for a few years. Just to start off with, so we had this environment in Unreal, and at first we started off with leftovers from the Batman tune, but then I wanted like something really in the swamp because the Bayou swamp is kind of like normal for voodoo stereotype stuff like that in the south of the northern United States and also in the Caribbean and all that. And then here's my outfit that I'm wearing right now. I'm quite happy with this outfit. I was kind of stereotyping a little bit off the James Bond To Live and Let Die. But yeah, I just had this idea of like the doctor kind of telling the audience about stuff like my Gucci Goo video, but in this case I wanted kind of like a voodoo kind of priest or whatever, not a Rasta but a voodoo guy. So just like a little bit about curses and juju and stuff like that, which I know about because I researched a lot of supernatural and cryptid stuff like that. One thing I didn't do in this edit is include all the magic shots, so I did an alternate edit with all the magic. So if you want to check that out, check out my alt edit version. These bits, this is basically a 3D scan of me that Dr. Lopez did, and then we applied the Thriller Michael Jackson dance to it. That was all a bit sort of ad hoc, last minute kind of thing. Turned out quite funny in the end. I'm really happy with it. There are obviously some glitches because basically the way we scanned it was a pose, and then we lost some information underneath the arm. But it's all good, you know. I still got to put myself into some of these environments. I did a lot of this stuff after the fact, so all the 50 mil. This is a new technique that I'm shooting now, so I kind of do wide shots, hopefully with a scan of me. We can kind of manipulate it, have me running around doing crazy stuff like Michael Jackson dance, and then I do the 50 mil, which is basically all the lyrics. Now usually I struggle with the lyrics because I always try and do it one go, but now that I'm breaking up into sections, I'm doing a lot better job at syncing and also getting the frame rates right and all that stuff. But yeah, there's a Michael Jackson in the church, there's Michael Jackson on the street. I couldn't include all his moves like the wolf dance and all that, but something I had to include was basically the CG version of going inside the intestine because I had a test done where the camera goes where the sun don't shine, and I got to see what they actually look like, these bits and bobs. That's a little joke because we had like a model of an organ of the whole torso. So Dr. Lopez took out the outer organs, and then we kind of like got the camera to go through the intestine, which was like my plan all along, and it came through really cool. There's a bit of the me and my doctor outfit because I got a new scrubs outfit, and yeah, it looks really funny, so I had to include the Tabasco bit. I did a few takes without Tabasco. I'm like, oh man, I forgot the Tabasco, so I had to include it because Tabasco was a big part of my life. Obviously my first rapping name, Lasco Tabasco. Then we end up in this kind of spiral again on the intestine, and there's a split second where you see like a little red dot, looks like a red spike. Now that's not actually what the diverticular looked like, but that was a nice little nod. I think that was complete fluke. I don't know what that was, if that was actually part of the intestine or if that was a problem disease, but that is used by doctors around the world for VR. And they kind of explore the different organs, if you will. So in this case, specifically the large intestine, you know, going down to the colon. And the CG credits, we kind of played around with some title fonts. I always like to get something new, just have the CG titles ready for the final edit. And they came out really trippy. The colors we use is actually the same colors as my outfit right now. So again, the kind of purple from the voodoo and all that stuff, you know. But yeah, VFX Dr. Lopez, this shot of the chicken, that was actually a mistake in Unreal because it's always doing glitches. You can even notice some of the kind of cables on the top of the frame, they basically like going all haywire. But yeah, then I ended up with the end credits bit here. But this is like the end screen, end title sequence, because I don't always do them for every video. I love doing the end screens, they're fun, but sometimes I just rely on, you know, Dr. Lopez and some CG. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Ciao.